after Gray Narcissist Divorce, and welcome to the Narcissist and Sociopath Faking Cancer. Last night I watched the Shane Dawson Series, and I really watched with interest the part about Brittani and Milos, and what that whole part about that, if you haven't watched the series, I highly recommend you watch it, especially if you're coming out of an abusive relationship with a narcissist. I mean, she was in a relationship with a sociopath. It was a very heartbreaking story, but very relatable too. And he was a crazy sociopath that she was involved with. But just all the manipulations and the lies, just so textbook, everything that this man did to her, and so frightening. But the thing that caught me right away was that he faked cancer. He faked cancer. And the reason this one sticks out for me is because my ex faked cancer. And this is just, and when he faked cancer, and he did it twice, and the second time he did it, I started searching for YouTube videos on this, and I found no YouTube video with that title, with, narcissist faking cancer. I could not find a YouTube video with that title. I found Dr. Phil episodes on it, and I found things about people who'd fake cancer, but I didn't find anything specifically stating narcissists faking cancer. But it's pretty common, and it should not be surprising that they do this. Now, why would they do this? Well, one of the things is, one, they're pathological liars, okay? Two, if they lie about something like cancer, who's going to question them? Because you would just look like a horrible person if someone comes to you and tells you they have cancer. Are you gonna say, oh, you're lying? It's just like the perfect kind of thing to lie about. The first time my ex lied to me about cancer, though, it was just way too transparent the way he lied about it, because he had come to me wanting a divorce because he was in a relationship. It ended up being a catfish relationship, but he wanted to get married really quickly, so he wanted to divorce really quickly. And I was 59, and I had been an at-home wife for like 17 years. So I was like, okay, well, I will give you divorce, but you're going to have to give me some alimony. You're going to have to give me some kind of an income. So he tentatively agreed to that, and then hung up the phone, but then called me back like 3 hours later telling me he had cancer. Well, I have a secret to tell you, and don't tell my daughters this. It's this big secret. Don't tell them, but I have cancer and I'm going to die in 2 years. Well, and his reasoning for telling me that was thinking I would back off and say, oh, never mind, I don't need alimony, because he knew that if he died, I would be taken care of financially, because I could get SSDI widow benefits and his pension. upon his death. So he's thinking I'm like stupid and retarded and I'm gonna believe that lie. You know, it comes 3 hours after he agrees to giving me alimony, so I just wasn't that dumb. And then he had just hoovered me like a month after that, and like, so 3 months after that, I asked him again, oh, well, what is this about, you know, this cancer you said you had that I was supposed to keep a secret? And then he said, because this was in like 2017, and then he said, oh, it came back and it was benign. So this is in 2017. He tells me, you know, 3 hours after I say I want alimony. In a divorce, he says he has cancer, and 3 months later, he says, oh, no, he doesn't have cancer, it's benign. So then, the following year, in 2018, we are divorced, and I hear from my stepdaughter, which by now he doesn't have we're divorced, but he has no new supply. And all of a sudden, he's like crying that he has this cancer again, and he's got her crying on the phone, and he's getting all this sympathy, and he's getting a free cruise out of his brother and all this stuff. So of course I don't believe it, and I tell her I think it's fake cancer. And what do narcissists do? I mean, I'm thinking he's a collapsed narcissist, and he's doing this for attention and supply, and that's all I'm thinking he is doing it for, is attention and supply. But she's really upset. Obviously, it's her father. She loves him very much, and she's very, very upset because it's pancreatic cancer, which is one of the deadliest cancers there is. You like die from it in 3 or 4 months, you know. And so I tell her, don't get up too upset, and try not to be upset with him. He's probably, you know, just needs supply. He just needs attention, and he'll be fine. Don't worry. He's gonna be okay. You know, and try not to be upset with him. He just needs attention. You know, and, you know, it'll be fine. He's gonna be okay. And that's all I was thinking was the problem. Well, it ends up that was not all the problem. There was more to it. He was actually doing it. Also, it ended up for money. He set up a GoFundMe account, and what Shane Dawson did in his video, which was awesome, during most of the video he was blurring out this Milos's face towards the end. And you know, I could be, you know, getting myself here in trouble, saying that my ex really doesn't have cancer, and you know, he could really have cancer, and I'm just calling him a liar when I don't know for sure. But I bet my life that he doesn't, and you know, he could sue me if he does. So I think my odds are pretty good, especially since if his GoFundMe was really legitimate, why wouldn't he post it in the US? He had a pastor in a foreign country post it on his Facebook in San Salvador. But the really funny thing that Shane Dawson did at the very end of his video is he posted the guy's face, this Milos's face, at the end of the video. And I do believe that my ex got away with however much money he got away with because this thing got posted in a foreign country. And the reason I think he needed the money, well, I'm not even going to say the reason. I said it once before in a different video, but I'm not going to say it here. But anyway, it doesn't really matter why he needed it, because it is still illegal to raise funds for cancer when you do not have cancer, to say you need an operation when you're not going to have an operation. So, you know, go ahead, bring it on, sue me, prove that you had an operation. So anyway, I don't know why there are no videos yet saying that narcissists and sociopaths pretend they have cancer, because they do, and obviously it's more common than you would think, and it's just something else to watch out for. So thank you for stopping by, and please subscribe to my channel, and there's gonna be a little thing at the end of it here. I got the idea from Shane Dawson, so thank you.